Hello, everybody. Is it me, Ziegler, once again? We are live. We are live with The Beast Within, a Gabriel Night Mystery. So, last time, good old Grace Nakamura. Let me just get the game running. Anyway, last time, Grace travels off to Rittersberg to help find research for the thing, whether Gabriel asked or not. But at this point, it's whatever. Anyway, where is the thing? There we go. There we go. Should be. There we go. Now let us hop right in, and I remember last time we read this book over here from the library about about lycanthropy for the most part, and yeah. Let's see what else. Let's read this. Alright. There we go. To Ludwig II von Bavaria?
4th of March, 1864. To King Ludwig II, most gracious ruler of all Bavaria. I beg your forgiveness for my forthrightness in this letter, but I fear terribly for your Majesty's safety, and thus have no time for subtlety. I have heard that the one they call the Black Wolf is close to your Highness. I have been investigating this man for reasons I cannot name at present, and I have learned that he is extremely dangerous and can only have the most dire of motives at heart in anything he pursues.
Well then.
I beg your Highness only this. Please do not see this man alone, nor even with your servants only to guard you. I promise you, all will be made clear very shortly when my investigation is complete. For now, only keep yourself safe. Your most grateful servant, Christian von Ritter, Schloss Ritter, Rittersberg, Bavaria.
Well then.
There's nothing else on werewolves in the occult section.
What do we have over here then?
I wonder if Christian Ritter's journal is here.
Is this his journal? Because I didn't know.
Christian Ritter, born 10 January 1820, ordained a Schottenjäger, died 4 March 1864. The 4th of March. That's the date on the letter.
Alright. I think we're starting to get the pieces together and shit.
I'm not quite ready to write the big hero yet. Who should I call? It was... Looks like biographies here. I wonder if there's anything on... Yes, Ludwig. König von Bayern. König Ludwig. Sein Leben und sein Sieg. Die letzten Tage des König Ludwig II. German. That's not much help.
Yeah. Huh. I wonder if Gerda can probably help us, even though we kind of like fucking went off on her and shit, which I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of a fucking dick move.
I don't have anything to say to her right now.
How about I'm sorry for acting like a total...
I don't have anything to...
Fine, you know what? It's whatever, I guess we'll just fucking, ask the townsfolk then. wonder if somebody at the rat house can help us with, knowing much about Ludwig. So I know this is locked.
I don't have anything to say.
I guess maybe the good old bartender over at the, hello, Herr Huber? Huber?
Herr Huber?
Yes?
Let's see. Can you tell us anything about Ludwig II?
Do you know anything about King Ludwig II?
Of course. Everybody knows about Ludwig. He was the last true king Bavaria had. Why do you think I hang his portrait? Eh? Or that article on the wall? Eh? Do you know what that is? That is from the Munich newspaper the day after the king died. My great-grandfather saved it. It has been handed down to every first son. That is what Bavarians think of Ludwig.
Wow. That's great.
What was Ludwig like? Why is he so revered?
Oh, he was a genius. He had a great mind, you know. He built castles, is what he did, and kept on building them until they killed him.
Who killed him?
Them, those politicians. They said he was crazy. Got a doctor to sign some papers. They arrested him.
Then what happened?
What do you think? They killed him. Oh, they said it was suicide. But me, I don't believe that. It was murder.
Thanks.
That's it.
Bitte.
So the man on the wall there was Ludwig II, eh?
I have no idea what that says. Looks old, though.
Mm-hmm.
So that's King Ludwig II of Bavaria.
Well then. Wonder what else can we do over here? Wonder if we can do anything in the church. Oh, hey.
I don't want to disturb her. I don't want...
Alright.
It's a silver heart. Someone must have left it as a mourning gift.
That's Wolfgang Ritter, that's right.
Martin Ritter, 11...
Mm-hmm.
Grace Nakamura.
Anything else over here that we can look at? I guess not. Well,
St. Georg Church.
huh.
Nice view of the Alps.
I wonder if there's... Oh. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's right, I went to the, whatchamacallit over here to get to the secret passages and shit. So,
An emergency I think it'll be quicker to go back the way I came.
alright.
How convenient.
I'll probably be
I don't want to go back into Getta's bedroom.
useful later.
I don't want to
but-
go back into... Pretty comfortable. Like the lion on... Ritter ancestors, I assume.
I wonder if there's anything anything else over here that I might have forgotten in the library?
Looks like biographies here. I wonder if there's anything on... Yes, Ludwig. König von Bayern, König Ludwig, sein Leben und sein Sieg, die letzte...
Who should I call? There's nothing else on werewolves in the occult section. I'm not sure what other case books would be. Grace Nakamura. I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything.
Alright, then,
I thought Gabriel said... Gerda's being a real pig about those car keys.
I wonder if there's any more to this town square than I can imagine, but I'm not really getting...
There's no one there. I don't want to... I don't...
Oh, wait, no, I'm not... Alright.
Danke.
You know, I think we might have to give a call to our old pal of ours. So let's use the business card on the phone here.
Hello?
Professor Barkley, this is Grace Nakamura. I'm calling from Germany.
Germany? I thought you were in New Orleans.
I was, but anyway, it's rather important or I wouldn't have bothered you. Do you know anything about King Ludwig II of Bavaria?
Well, that's a hell of a thing to ask a man in the middle of the night. Late 1800s, right?
Yes.
This isn't really my field, but I think he was crazy or something.
I wish I knew. Do you know anyone who specializes in German history?
Yeah, I have a friend at the University of Berlin. I'll ring him. What's your number there?
It's 4989-555-7878.
Okay, I'll call you back if I remember this conversation in the morning anyway.
Great. Sorry again. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
I'm not quite ready to write the big hero yet.
Alright. Then, now we got that out of the way. Let's see if anything has changed over by the town. Or anything like that, to be honest. I don't know. Let's see. Does the mayor have anything new to say?
I don't have anything to say right now.
Guess not. Well then,
Saint Georg.
You're killing the dragon.
I don't want to disturb her.
Probably nothing over here. Oh, wait.
Nice view of the Alps.
Huh.
Nice view. I don't have.
Right. Again, I'm sorry if I don't really have anything to talk about at the moment.
I wonder what kind of flowers these are.
I'm just figuring out what the fuck to do here. It's just like... I wonder... Oh wait.
It's locked. I don't. I wonder. I wonder what kind.
I think there's something over here at the church, but I'm not really 100% sure, to be honest. Like, I've tried it, like, mostly everything, and it was just like... Alright. We have Christian Ritter's journal over here.
3 January 1864. I am now in Prussia. The beast that brought me here has so far bested me. He is secretive and skillful. He has much self-control, unlike what I'd been led to expect. He seems to know almost before I do where and when I will be stalking him. He turns up his nose at my lures. 3 more disappearances have occurred, and I'm no closer to learning his identity nor finding his lair. I can't even prove he took them. Not a single corpse has been found.
Alright.
March 3rd, 1864. I've had a break at last. The key was in front of me all the time. The Black Wolf, he so daringly calls himself, for all to hear and none to truly see. It is worse than I could ever have suspected. He is not just a beast, but a monster. His jaws are already around some of the best throats in Europe. I return to Rittersberg tonight. I must warn those in danger and get someone to assist me. I am in over my head.
Well then. I guess
I don't have any...
I think I did some stuff, like, earlier than I was supposed to and shit, but you know.
I'm not sure.
But, it's...
I'm not quite ready to write the big hero yet.
Alright. I'm either missing something or I did something already. I'm not really like... Again, I'm sorry if I'm sounding like a fucking broken record and shit. I am just fucking genuinely confused. Like, am I supposed to talk to...
I don't have anything to say right now. Saint... The Madonna. It's no use.
Oh shit,
3 January.
I don't think I ever read Victor's journal yet.
Numerous deaths at the hands of a marauding wolf being recorded in a neighboring county, I set out to see if I could determine the cause. There had been rumors of a werewolf, and the dark signs did indeed seem to be present. The deaths had all occurred within a 40-kilometer range of woods, and at the heart was the village of Alfing. My assistant and I set a trap a short distance from the village. Though the beast had shown a propensity for human flesh, livestock had also been taken.
Oh, then.
It was a newling lamb we loosed in the thicket as a lure. We awaited downwind. For 2 nights the lamb bleated to no purpose, and once we had to fend off a hungry fox. But at last the beast himself took the bait. I might have missed him. The night was so dark, and the wolf himself was black. But my assistant saw the light of his eyes, and I heard the lamb's cries turn fearful. He had the poor dumb lamb by the throat when we sprang.
Looks like the wolf in Victor's journals might be the same as the one in fucking Christian's case.
He was swift and might have escaped, but his fatal mistake was to attack rather than run. My dagger struck through his chest and into his right lung. As I had agreed, we bound the wolf and tied shut its jaws. We brought it home to Rittersberg, still breathing, and turned it over to the magistrate. I pray for the man's unfortunate soul. May the law be swift and merciful. God be praised for aiding his servant. From his hand came the strength and wisdom to end the killing. Victor Ritter, Schottenjäger, 20 April 1750.
Wow. And is there anything else that we can speak
I don't
to?
have anything to say to Herr Huber at the moment.
Alright. There we go.
Hello again. Did you need something else?
Yeah, I could use some trial records.
Remember that werewolf trial I'd asked you about? I have a date now. April 1750.
Excellent. Let me go look.
Right. Yeah, because I remember now, we tried asking earlier, but we didn't know the date and shit.
I heard of this case when I was a boy, but I always thought it was just a scary tale. I never thought to look in the archives. It was there, all right. What did you want to know?
Let's see. Why did they bring the werewolf to Rittersberg in the first place?
Why did they bring the wolf to Rittersberg? I know the Schottenjäger lived here, but why didn't he just...
Kill it where he found it? I don't know. Let's see. Ah, yes. They wanted to know what man it was, who it was.
They brought it here so it would change back?
Yes, exactly.
What happened to the alleged werewolf?
What happened to the alleged werewolf?
He was interrogated for 2 days. He confessed his guilt. The trial took place on the 3rd day, and he was sentenced to death by quartering and the stake. He was given a final meal. He asked to see a confessor, and this was granted. He died at dawn the following day.
They pulled off his limbs and burned him?
Don't think harshly of us, miss. That was a long time ago.
Not gonna lie, that is pretty goddamn brutal. So where was the werewolf kept while it was here?
Where was the werewolf kept while it was here?
The dungeon. There's a dungeon in the rat house basement. We don't use it anymore, of course. Haven't for many years.
Alright. So, did it ever change back?
Did it change back?
That's what it says. They put the wolf in a cell, and the next morning they found a man in there. A laborer from out of town identified him as Baron von Raleck from Alfing.
Baron von Raleck? Huh. That name sounds familiar.
Why did they want to find out who the werewolf was?
I would guess. Yes. It says here that a group of villagers were sent to the werewolf's hometown once they learned its human identity.
Why? They thought there were more of them there?
In those days, the family of the identified werewolf would be in great danger.
Right.
Many believed such curses were handed down through the bloodline. Was there anything else?
I suppose not. Unless, is there any way I could see the dungeon?
It would be my pleasure.
Oh boy, we're going to see some instruments of torture.
Everything's been kept the way it was when the dungeon was in use. We show it off to tourists sometimes.
What?
Are you all right, miss?
I'm fine. It's just that this place is so claustrophobic.
I tell you what, normally this place is locked to keep out the village children. I'll leave it open. You can come and go as you please.
Would you? Thank you so much.
You are most welcome. Goodbye and good luck.
Bye.
I want to know how many instances of just like the fucking. Of just like, you know, the fucking kids just somehow getting themselves locked in this goddamn place and then, or just like sneaking in and using like the fucking torture devices on their friends and shit. I don't know. Also, that's very nice.
He asked to see a confessor.
Right. He did ask. Maybe we can get, something on file, maybe? You know, let's ask. It doesn't hurt.
Hello again. Did you need something else?
Yes.
I had a thought while I was in the dungeon.
Yes.
You mentioned that Baron von Rawlik was allowed to give a last confession. I suppose the priest was from St. George's?
I suppose it was.
Would there be a record of the last confession? It might tell us more about the Baron's life.
Good idea, young lady. Those records are in German, though, and Father Getz doesn't speak English. Do you think this would really help your Schattenjäger?
Yes.
I'm not sure. It couldn't hurt.
All right. I'll write you a note. You give it to Father Getz, and he'll see if they have a record of the confession. If they do, you bring it back here to me, and I'll help you translate it, okay?
That would be wonderful. Thank you so much.
Certainly. You got my curiosity up too, you know.
Oh. Alright. Now, let's give Father Getz the note. And we should be able to get those, where the hell is it? There it is. I have something for you.
Entschuldigen Sie bitte.
Ja.
Das hier ist von Herrn Habermas.
Einen Moment, bitte. Das ist für Sie.
Dankeschön.
Alright. You see, now everything's starting to come into place.
Hello again. Did you need something else?
Well, I have the file on me.
I have the church file.
Excellent. Let me see it. What's this? This is in English. It's from a lawyer in Buenos Aires. It's addressed to St. Georg's Church. The date is 1764.
What's it say?
It's a request for information about the death of Baron Klaus von Raleigh. It says it's for the family. I assume someone answered it. Curious?
What?
The seal on the envelope.
A wolf?
Coincidence? I think not!
Okay. The last confession. The Raleigh family took the symbol of a black wolf to represent their great skill at the hunt. Let me see. Klaus von Raleigh says that he lived up to the family symbol too well. His friends nicknamed him the Black Wolf, but he confessed it was more because he was prideful and treated his villagers and women very badly. He was much feared. The Baron confesses that a life of sin brought the werewolf curse upon him. Listen to this. A gypsy camp, Hungarians, came to Alfing one day. He wanted one of their young women. He had her brought to his castle by force, and there he...
Raped her?
Raped her, yes. He intended to release her, but before he did, the girl killed herself. The next day, an old gypsy woman from the camp cursed him, saying that he was to become the shape that his name and his crimes showed his heart to be.
I see.
Soon afterwards, her curse came about. Klaus von Raleigh began to change, to run at night as wolf, to kill and eat human flesh. He begs forgiveness from God and from his wife and son. He says he welcomes his punishment, if only it will pay for his sins and save his family from further pain. That is all that is written.
Wow. Thank you.
I'll return this to Father Gatsford.
Thank you.
Good luck to you, young lady. And to your Schattenjäger.
Well, that was a lot to unpack. I wonder.
I don't have anything to
I wonder if the Baron from the hunting club is probably from the same bloodline as, well, you know, Klaus von Raleigh.
All right, Knight, I've got your research. Now, I just need somewhere to send it to.
Well, good thing we know where to send it to, because I kept fucking going there, like, 2 times at least this fucking stream. Anyway. Yep. Alright. Now let's just get to the post office.
Grüß Gott.
Grüß Gott.
Womit kann ich Ihnen dienen?
Well, I have...
She hasn't asked me for... I have to get an address first. Danke.
Oh, right. Fucking shit. Wait, of course. Gabriel knows where Gabe is, so... Well,
I found the items that Gabriel wanted. Did he tell you where to send your research?
Yes, his lawyer's office in Munich.
Can I get the address?
Harald Übergrau, Marienplatz 21, München.
Thanks.
alright, now that we got the address, let's send it over, and, yeah. I think we might be coming up to the end of this chapter. So, that's good.
Grüß Gott.
Grüß Gott.
Womit kann ich Ihnen dienen?
I have this.
Das Päckchen soll nach München gehen.
7,40 Mark bitte.
You want this?
Dankeschön.
Bitte sehr.
That'll give him something to chew on.
Guten Abend.
How are you? Is this the castle of the shot and joggers here?
Yes, but I'm...
How exciting! Come
What
upon
the
Emil.
fuck?
We are so thrilled to be here. Emil said it's the 1990s, for heaven's sake. The shot and joggers are probably long gone. Well, of course they aren't, I said. A family like that doesn't just dry up and blow away. The good Lord's put his mark on them.
Who are you?
I was just wondering the same thing, dear. Neither of you girls look like the heroic type, but who am I to judge? God chooses his soldiers, and who am I to put in my 2 cents?
No, we're the Smiths from Merrimack, Pennsylvania. This is my wife, Merle. You can call me Emil.
My husband. If I don't get right to the point, he'll get there for me.
It's nice to meet you both.
Well, how did you hear about the Schottenjägers?
Oh, we're demonologists. My wife makes it her business to know a lot about a lot of different things. She's a regular, what you call, occultist scholar, aren't you, Mother?
That's right.
Yeah.
I read about you all when I was studying an old witch trial last spring, and I have been dying to get over here ever since.
Well, so nice of you to stop by, but I'm afraid the Schottenjäger isn't here right now. I'll let him know you called, though.
Oh, no. And I was so hoping to talk shop. We fighters of darkness are so rare these days.
Don't I know it? Can't scare one up to save your soul.
It's not your fault, Missy. I told Merle to call before he came.
People just don't take you seriously unless you're standing right there. You know that, Em.
Well, it's rather late, and if you're driving, you might as well, go out right now.
Don't worry about that. We're going to spend the night at the guest house in town. That's right.
Stop by tomorrow, won't you, dear? You and I can exchange stories at least.
We'll see.
Well, come on, Merle. These ladies are tired, and I think we ought to go.
But, Em.
Come on, let's go.
Em.
Good night, ladies.
Good night.
Good night. What's wrong?
It's not your fault. This just happens, man. Sorry.
I'll get her some water.
Give me your hand. I see danger. Someone close to you is in danger.
Gabriel?
I see something like a wolf. A black wolf.
Now, don't you worry, miss. My Merle is going to be all right. This just happens sometimes, that's all. It just happens. Come on, Merle. Let's go. Come on.
What happened?
I don't know.
Well, that was some freaky shit. Anyway, let's continue on with chapter 3. Was that the black wolf in the vision? Alrighty then.
China.
I don't think there's really much to do. Maybe read the paper, of course.
It looks like there's been another wolf killing, and this one occurred last night in downtown Munich.
Well, looks like we're going to Munich then. Of course, I think we should also... You know, while we're also there, we should get the, fucking whatchamacallit and whatnot. The package from Grace and shit. Where are my keys? There they are. Alright. We go to Marion Plants over here. Alright.
Das vereinbaren Sie am besten mit meiner Sekretärin. Gut, ja, danke. Ah, I was hoping you'd stop by. I have a package for you.
Really?
Yeah, this is one.
Must be from Gertie.
I trust this morning finds you well, Mr. Knight.
Hell, I'm lucky it's found me at all. You can call me Gabriel, by the way.
Oh, of course. Call me Harald. Harry's okay too.
Thanks, Harry.
Alright.
I don't have anything else to say right now.
So.
March 18th, 1994. Gabriel, you might as well know, I'm in Rittersberg. I wasn't about to sit in New Orleans and let you have all the fun. Besides, if it goes anything like last time, you're gonna need my help. I've been doing the research Gerda said you wanted. Enclosed is a book you might find useful. It looks a little outdated, but then I've never dealt with werewolves before, so it's hard to be sure. There's also some werewolf history right here in town. I found some clues pointing to a werewolf called the Black Wolf. He's cropped up in a couple of places, including here in Rittersberg in 1750, and in association with Ludwig II, a Bavarian king that died in 1886. It's all ancient history, I know, but something tells me that it is relevant. I'm not sure where to go from here, except to look into Ludwig II. Ask around about the Black Wolf in Munich and see what you find out. Also, let me know if you want me to research Ludwig or join you there. I'm sending this to your lawyer, but I'll need to contact you directly. Send your address and phone number ASAP. Herr Huber is being stubborn and won't tell me. Be careful and write. Grace.
Damn it, what the hell is Grace doing here? At least she's off in the ozone somewhere. The Black Wolf, Ludwig II. She's really losing it.
Let's see, anything else that we should know about? Oh, hey, it's the, fucking... There we go.
I don't have time to worry about this historical stuff at the...
Alright.
I'm off. See you, Harry.
Goodbye.
Alrighty then, alrighty then, alrighty then. Oh. Maybe he knew something about, oh, good King Ludwig. Hey.
Do you know anything about King Ludwig II?
But naturally. Have you been running into him much on your tour of Munich?
Running into him? Isn't he dead?
Yes, long dead. But he is still everywhere, like your Marilyn Monroe or Elvis. He is the Bavarian enigma.
Okay, anything else?
So what's the big deal about this Ludwig guy?
They call him the fairy tale king. He's very romantic and mysterious, you know. He built castles and now they are huge tourist attractions.
Castles? Where are they?
Oh, let's see. Herrenchiemsee is about 3 hours southeast. Neuschwanstein is southwest to the border with Switzerland, about 2.5 hours. I can have my secretary draw you a map if you like, but most German maps have them already marked.
No, thanks. I wasn't thinking of going myself. But it does seem like a harmless enough activity for someone else I know. So this guy's just a dead king, right? And these castles are just out in the countryside, hours from Munich.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right. What about the Black Wolf? Do you know anything?
Have you ever heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
No. Sorry.
That's all right, I'm sure it's nothing.
All right. Well, thanks for your time.
I'm off. See you, Harry.
Goodbye.
You probably know too much. Anyway, well, I think there might be people in the shops that we can, like, talk to about, like, you know, this sort of shit.
Hello.
Grüß Gott.
He doesn't strike me as a sparkling conversationalist.
Alright.
Authentic Black Forest cuckoo clocks. Authentic Black Forest cuckoo.
You know what? Let's purchase one, you know.
I'd rather pick something out first. Authentic Black Forest. Cute.
Yeah, well, there is in there this sound thing, you know, to wake up. You know, in the morning.
An alarm clock.
Yeah, alarm clock. Yeah, richtig. Yeah.
How much is it?
Wie viel? 60 marks.
60 marks, you say? I'll buy it.
I'll take that woodpecker clock.
60 marks, bitte.
That's all right, I'll take it as it is.
Dankeschön.
Bitte.
All right. Anything else, you know?
I've already. That must be the famous That must. She almost seems to be
I guess there isn't much over here at the moment. Yes.
Lots of Nietzsche and Kant. I don't understand.
Alright, doesn't look like there's much. Over here.
I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language.
Oh, hey.
Guess I figured out where last night's killing took place.
Well then.
Isn't that the detective from the paper? Kommissar Lieber?
Oh, Kommissar Lieber. He might have something that he might find useful and shit. So,
Kommissar Lieber? My name is Gabriel Knight. I need to discuss some evidence with you.
What do you want? I'm busy here.
I have some evidence here that contradicts your zoo wolves theory. I was wondering if maybe we could discuss it.
Look, I don't know who you are or what you think you're doing, but I don't have time for this.
Yes, sir.
Well, that was...
Looks like a television news crew.
Yo. Bro, that fucking mullet, man.
Are y'all with the news? I have some information you might find of interest.
You're an American.
Yes.
That's right.
And you believe you have information about the mutilation killings?
I do have some information, yes, ma'am. I was about to discuss it with the commissar over there, but he seems kind of busy. I thought I'd speak with y'all instead.
Nun gut, was soll's. Dreh schön, Dieter. Wir befinden uns am Tatort des bis jetzt letzten bizarren Todesfalles, der durch die Killerwölfe herbeigeführt wurde. Mit mir befindet sich ein Amerikaner, der offensichtlich wichtige Hinweise bezüglich dieses Mordfalles hat. You believe you have information about the wolf killing, sir?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes, yes, I do. I was about to ask Kommissar Lieber over there some questions, such as why animal hair found at the crime scene is reddish brown when the escaped zoo wolves were gray.
Fragt, wieso die Tierhaare am Tatort rötlich-braun sind, wie doch die entlaufenen Zuwölfe offensichtlich grau waren.
And how come paw prints found at the scene indicate an animal much larger than the zoo wolf species Canis lupus lupus?
Und fragt, wieso die Pfotenabdrücke am Tatort viel größer sind als die der Zoowölfe. How did you get this information?
Well,
oh shit!
All right, you have my attention. Now, who are you?
I'm Gabriel Knight, the American novelist. I've been by your station to see you, but funny thing, they would not let me in.
All right. I'll see you at the station later, but only if you agree to get out of here and not talk to the boys.
You got it.
Alright. I guess we'll just get out of his hair for a bit. Or, you know, what? Yeah, never mind. So, actually, you know what? I think Xavier over at the club should know a few things about, you know, this fine establishment that he helps run and shit.
Guten Morgen, Herr Knight. I'm afraid there's no one here at the moment. They're all busy with their daily tasks. You are, however, welcome to use the club, so I've been informed.
Thank you, Xavier. You're so kind.
Well, actually, Xavier, I'm here to see you.
Mind if we chat for a moment?
Anything to be of service, sir.
Well, tell me about the club.
So, tell me about the club.
What about it?
Who the fuck is... no, anyway, so how long has this club been around?
How long has the club been around?
Since 1970.
No way. The old Royal Bavarian Hunting Lodge? It's older than that, isn't it?
Die Königliche Bayerische Hofjagdloge is ancient. This particular form of it is new.
Oh, alrighty then. Well, what happened in, 1970?
What happened in 1970?
Baron von Glauer came. He brought a new vision. The lodge had nearly died out. Hunting is not so popular as it used to be.
Were you here when von Glauer joined?
Baron von Glauer. He hired me later, in 72.
So how many members are there?
How many members are there?
There are 5 now, not including you. I'm not sure of your status.
5? You mean the men that were here last night make up the entire club?
Quantity is not an overriding concern with us, Herr Knight. The Baron personally interviewed and approved each new member. Despite your own experience, this club is extremely exclusive. Not everyone would fit in.
No, I don't suppose they would.
Well, then how often do they go, hunting and shit?
How often do the club members go hunting?
As a group, once a month or so.
Once a month? Hell, I thought y'all were hunters. Back home, you don't get out there and spill a little blood at least once a week. The other men start looking at you funny.
Organized club hunts are once a month. Members can use the club's lodges anytime on a more casual basis, and they frequently do.
Well, alright. Can you tell me about any of the members? Besides myself, of course.
So, tell me about the club members.
I don't gossip about our members, Herr Knight.
Gossip? With you? Please. I've never met anyone as obviously discreet as you.
Thank you.
Bet you could drop a load if you wanted to, though. You probably know more about what goes on around here than anyone.
True. At least I used to. But with all these new people coming in, I'm not sure I know anything anymore.
All these new people? You mean I'm not the only fresh blood?
No, Herr Dr. Klingman was only accepted a few weeks ago.
Really? Who brought him in?
I was not in on the discussion, so I really couldn't say. But I'm sure there was more thought behind his acceptance than yours.
I see. Well, do you know anything about the Black Wolf?
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
No.
Sounds like you do.
Alrighty.
By the tone of your voice and shit.
Alright, Xavier. Thanks.
Anyway. You know what, while we're here, let's see what... Okay. Must be comfy.
It's in German.
Okay. Well, anything else over here?
And I thought Germans only drank beer. And I thought...
Alright.
I don't think I should get too comfy around here. Dead things. Gotta love 'em.
What do we have over? Something tells me that I shouldn't be snooping around in this part of the club, but hey, oh! Alright. Looks like another entrance, exit, I suppose? How about over? Oh. Oh, it's just the same thing as before. Alright, you know. I really should get going and shit. Alrighty then. Actually, I got something. Something tells me that we didn't get this cuckoo clock just for nothing.
I don't think I should get too comfy around here.
And I think I know where to put it. Any moment now.
Somebody's at the door.
I can hear.
No need to get snippy on me, you know. Would you look at that? A set of keys.
Everything all right?
Everything is fine, Herr Knight.
Before I forget, let's just get the cuckoo clock out of the way. Aha.
I should probably return those keys first.
Why should I give... He's gonna be like, Mr. Knight, why did you use the keys on the...
That probably wouldn't.
this.
I think I've pumped that particular well.
Wait. And then just do the old... It'll be like nothing has ever, be like nothing ever happened. At all. Ever.
Everything all right?
Everything is fine, Herr Knight.
Alright. Ritual. Are we doing some sort of fucking... Seems to me they selected this guy for his chin and not his acting abilities. I don't know, I think he's been doing alright so far. Though, albeit, you know, it is something where I do...
Just a guess, but I don't think this stuff has much to do with hunting.
Again, I know in the first game he was voiced by Tim Curry.
Aren't some of these
so.
endangered species? Aren't some of these endangered?
I know, so I know it's just like, you know. What we have over here.
Rice, Von Agner, Henneman. I met them all last night. I wonder what these figures mean.
Let's get the cuckoo clock back here. And then... What the...
I don't think I should...
See anybody else?
And I thought Germ...
Yeah, I get it. Is there anything else that I missed? It was down here. Let's see, I already got
Rice, Von Agner.
Hold on. I just want to see if there's anything else to this room over down here, but... Oh. Alright.
Photos of the club hunts. Looks like Von Glauer and Von Zell monopolized the camera. Or the hunts.
Yep. Oh, shit. Hi.
Mr. Knight?
Hey.
This room is for members. Only.
Oh, sorry. The door was open. I'll go up.
Wait! I'd better make sure you do not take another unexpected detour. After you.
Thanks.
Sava, kommen Sie!
Ja, Baron Von Zell?
I found the basement door unlocked and Herr Knight below. Perhaps you could keep a better eye on the keys in the future.
I will, Baron Von Zell.
But yeah, I know Gabriel's actor in this one, Dean Erickson. He's now like a accountant of some sort and runs like a financial planning firm and shit.
May I speak with you, Baron von Zell?
Yes? What is it?
Well, I'd like to ask you a few questions. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
So, what do you do for a living, Baron von Zell?
For a living? My family is in banking, Herr Knight. What do you do for a living?
Me? I'm a writer.
A writer? How aggressive of you.
Well, tell me about hunting.
I take it you're particularly fond of hunting. I noticed the photographs downstairs. You and the Baron sure do get around.
We are the best? You may find that out for yourself someday.
Oh, I'm anxious for us to hit the field. I have a feeling there's a lot I could learn from you.
You may find yourself more challenged than you can imagine.
True. I don't get in as much practice as I'd like, and hunting's like any other sport. The more you do it, the better you get.
Bullshit. Hunting is a matter of the spirit, of will.
So it is.
However, Evan could see that von Glover and I have had more practice than the others in the club. We used to hunt together quite a bit.
Used to. You don't hunt together anymore?
No, not often.
Can you tell me a little bit more about hunting?
Are you and von Glauer too busy to hunt much these days, or have you all fallen out?
I suppose I've simply outgrown him.
Really? In what way?
You wouldn't understand.
Oh.
Well, tell me about any of the other club members. Maybe von Glauer, Klingman, you know.
How about telling me about the other club members?
I have a better idea. Why don't you tell me about yourself?
Like what?
For example, why are you in Munich?
Oh, I'm just vacationing and thought I'd stop by on my way through.
Really? And where are you staying in Munich?
Outside of town a ways.
Which suburb?
I'm on a farm, actually. And you know, I don't remember the name of the area. Probably couldn't pronounce it anyway.
Yes. Quite curious for someone with a supposedly high Germanic background.
Yep. I guess going out and making your mark on the rest of the world will do that to a family line.
Anything more about the club?
The club seems to be an exciting place. Do y'all travel much as a group?
No.
Really? You don't hunt abroad?
We are all very busy men.
Busy, eh?
No, isn't that odd?
Your fucking doorman tells me you hunt once a month. And what about them trophies in the basement, eh?
You mentioned that y'all don't go on hunting trips abroad?
We do not.
But those trophies in the basement, y'all really have white tigers in Germany or lions?
The majority of what the club hunts are far more common species, Herr Knight. The trophies in the basement are exceptions, and they were obtained quite legally.
Oh, you misunderstand me, Baron von
I think not. In any case, the basement is not public territory, and its contents are, therefore, none of your concern.
Of course, I do apologize.
As a guest of this club, the why you are a guest of this club is a mystery to me. But as a guest, perhaps you should limit your prowling and sniffing to areas which you are offered openly by those who belong here.
Okay, no need to shout,
You're
man.
so right.
I think I've...
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here before, before we cause enough trouble than we usually do. Maybe we can stop by the old police station and talk to our good old pal. Oh god, Detective Lieber. God, I almost forgot his damn name for a second there. Shit.
That's me, Gabe.
Yes, that is you, Gabriel. I'm trying to get into this fucking... There we go. Now, I believe this was the precinct right here, yep. As it says so, right over here on the top left.
Kommen Sie herein.
Kommissar Lieber, so generous of you to see me.
Sit down, Mr. Knight.
Alright.
Now, you will tell me what you think you know about this case, yes?
Probably know a
How
lot
do you
more
say
than you do.
quid pro quo in German?
There is no translation.
Thanks so much for your time.
Sit down. What are you proposing exactly?
You want information? I want information. It's kind of convenient that way.
I can't give you police information.
Why not? I'm not asking for anything confidential. Hell, I can't even read the damn newspapers around here. Press release stuff, that's all I want.
Alright.
All right. But then it's your turn. Agreed?
I hear you.
Alright, tell me a little bit about yourself.
How long have you been a commissar?
10 years.
All of them here in Munich?
Yes.
And a criminal commissar is like, what, a police detective in America?
Americans don't have so many ranks, I think. A German criminal commissar is, say, more like an English chief inspector.
Ah, P.D. James.
What?
Nothing.
Alright, well, what about the other victims?
Tell me about the other victims.
What do you want to know?
How many victims have there been?
How many victims have there been?
5, including the one downtown.
Could there be bodies out there that you haven't found yet?
5.
No. The killings have been done in broad daylight. Body parts left like a trail of broadkümmel. Breadcrumbs?
Jack the Ripper Wolf.
Okay. Before I ask him any of the other questions, I think I'm seeing a pattern here. The 5 killings, the 5 members of the club. I think there's a fucking, I think there might be some sort of, fucking, whatchamacallit. I really don't think it's a coincidence. I really do think,
When were the other victims killed?
The first was 32 days ago.
2 days after the zoo wolves escaped. And the others?
The 2 teenage boys were killed 20 days ago. The Huber girl 6 days ago.
Right.
They're speeding up.
Maybe.
Is there any sort of pattern to this?
What about the locations of the killings? Any pattern there?
You can see for yourself if you like. I have a marked map on the wall. Until last night, the killer always struck 30 to 40 minutes outside the city. The first was killed north of München near Esching. The two males were killed in Feldkirchen, that's east. Tony Huber was killed on her parents' farm just west of Lachem.
Right. Well, what about the killer? What do forensics say?
What does forensics say about the killer?
That information is not for the press.
But the bite marks, saliva, you've seen the bodies, I haven't.
All I can say is, it is an animal.
Mind if I take a guess? Your boys in the lab say the bite marks are canine and are closer to wolf than to dog. But beyond that, they can't pin it down. Nothing like it on the records. Probably a weird hybrid. Yeah. That's what I thought.
So, have you considered werewolfery?
Have you given any thought at all about the possibility of...
What?
A werewolf? Never mind.
Alright. Well, looks like you are not impressed at all, but whatever. I'm pretty sure that it ain't one of the zoo wolves and shit.
The killer isn't one of the zoo wolves, is it?
That is information the press does not have, Mr. Knight. I expect it to stay that way.
I understand.
As you pointed out so loudly at the crime scene, evidence on the killer does not match what we know of the zoo wolves.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts about that?
Either there is a mistake with the zoo records.
I think the zoo would know if they had a reddish-brown hybrid in the wolf kennel.
I didn't say it was likely. Another possibility is, of course, that another animal is responsible.
Wild?
Possibly. Maybe. A pet.
A pet?
Who would keep a wolf as a pet?
As in maybe the reason you haven't been able to track the thing is that it's going into someone's home.
It's possible.
So, has it only been one?
You keep saying an animal. You found evidence of only one animal? One bite pattern, one saliva type?
Yes.
Yet two wolves escaped from the zoo.
As you say, the zoo wolves do not figure into this at all.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. No, I definitely would not say that.
Anyway, so what about the downtown killing? What was the latest victim like?
Tell me about the latest victim.
Male, 52, Grossberg was the name. He was a furrier. Ironic, isn't it?
A furrier. What an amazing coincidence. Have any theories about why the killer struck downtown this time?
No. Do you?
I read somewhere that wolves are clean animals. They don't kill close to their lair unless they're forced to.
What lair? What are you talking about?
Not sure, actually. Random thought.
Do you know anything about the Black Wolf?
Have you ever heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
The hair samples we have are all reddish brown.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering if you'd heard of a black wolf in general.
Looks like we struck a nerve.
Hold on. Hier ist es.
What?
Missing persons case. A runaway teenaged girl. It happened in 1989 in a town called Kirschel, in the Nationalpark Bayerischer Wald, Bavarian National Forest. Oh, I just thought I remembered something. It was a sad case, you know. She was very pretty. Ah, yes. Here it is.
What?
There was a supposed witness. An old lady who lived on the edge of town near the woods. She says she saw the girl go into the woods the night she disappeared. Says the wolf got her.
The wolf?
The old lady had been complaining for some time about a huge black wolf in the woods. But no one believed her. She was verrückt, crazy.
No one else ever saw the thing?
Hadn't been any wolves in those woods for 50 years.
Okay. So there was probably nothing to it.
That's what I thought at the time. Of course, that was years before this case. Never heard of wolf attacks back then.
Do you get a lot of missing persons cases in Germany?
Oh, sure. Mostly teenagers, runaways. It gets worse all the time. Families are not like they used to be, yes?
Suppose not.
All right.
That's all I wanted to know.
Good. We discuss you now, yes?
I guess.
You want to tell me, or do I have to ask?
I'm investigating the murder of Tony Yuba for her parents.
Why?
I'm an investigator. That's what I do.
You're an American PI?
You could say that.
And how did the Hubers end up hiring you?
Mutual friends?
I see. And this evidence you have?
A paw print and some hair samples from the Yuba farm. I spoke with some folks at the zoo as well.
All right, Mr. Knight. I don't know how the police deal with you in America, but in this country, we don't like civilian interference.
I understand.
If you hear something, you come to me. If you see something, you come to me. And under no circumstances are you to speak with the press. You do. And I'll have your passport.
Well, you wouldn't like it. It was a bad hair day.
I am quite serious.
I swear, not a word.
All right. I can't stop you from investigating. But stay out of our way.
Quiet as a shadow. That's me.
Okay. Was it just me, or did it look like fucking Gabriel's face was being, like, distorted, like, in that weird fucking, like, you know, whatchamacallit, that fucking distortion filter where it just, like, you know, it warps, like, someone's face and shit? Let's see what we have here.
This map, it marks the locations of all the wolf killings, right?
Yes. What?
The one last night, the one in the middle, it doesn't really fit, does it?
It has to fit. It happened.
I suppose. Grossberg. Didn't Liebe say that was the name of the guy who was killed last night?
Yes. I need to write this down. Alright. I guess.
I still say that one in the middle is different.
Yeah, wait. that's all I can... I think that's all the shit that we can, gather here at the moment. Let's, get on out of here.
I'm gonna take off.
Stay out of trouble.
Of course.
Let's go back to the farm, just to, you know, write to Grace to tell her about all the shit that has gone down.
I'd better make sure Gracie keeps busy. Elsewhere.
Now, where can I use a phone?
Who should I call?
'Cause
My notebook. My notebook. My note.
There we go. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to get onto the... There we go. Good. Alright, let's try that one more time.
Baron Friedrich von Glauer. He lives in the Perlacker district.
8,000 more shit. Alright.
Hello?
Hello. My name is Knight. I'm an American associate of Herr Grossberg's.
Yes? I was just calling the people in Herr Grossberg's address book to notify them. Have you heard that Herr Grossberg has...
Yes, I know about his death.
Yes, I'm sorry. Would you mind giving me your name again so I can check you off the list?
Knight.
Ella Hoffman... I'm not finding you.
Could you check under Vaughn? It's Vaughn Knight.
Oh, so... Yes, Von. Von Eigner, von Frank, von Stein... You're not under Vaughn either.
Excuse me, did you say Von Agner?
Yes?
Do you know Von Agner?
I don't know him. I don't know most of Grossberg's business contacts.
Grossberg knew him.
If this is about money, you're out of luck. All the accounts are locked until someone comes in and takes over. Besides, there's nothing in them anyway.
Oh, okay.
Really? Well, could you just look up an account balance for me?
I can't. The address book is all I have. The police have taken Herr Grossberg's letters.
Oh, well.
I see.
Thank you.
All right.
Goodbye.
Maybe Von Glauer knows something about the werewolf attacks, and maybe a little bit about the Black Wolf. There we go. There we go, Perlach.
Entschuldigung, Baron. Gabriel Knight ist hier, Sie zu sehen.
Lassen Sie bitte ihn herein. Gabriel, what a pleasure to see you so soon. Bringen Sie uns bitte ein zweites Glas Wein.
Hope I'm not taking advantage of your kind invitation.
Well, my invitations are meant to be kept. Come, warm yourself. I hope you like wine. I got hooked on the grape when I lived in France.
It's fine, Baron.
Call me Friedrich.
All right.
Good. I like to have things settled. You were going to tell me how you found the club and about your hunting in America.
Oh, there must be more interesting subjects.
No doubt. You are a man who runs deep, I suspect.
On my off days.
I find nothing more stimulating than a new companion.
Okay.
A fresh mind with treasures to reap. New thoughts like rare birds uncovered and examined, one by one. It is only when people know each other well that they run out of things to say.
May we never be so cursed.
Alright, I'd like to ask you a few questions, mostly a little bit about yourself.
Are you from Munich originally?
No, I was raised abroad. But both of my parents had deep Bavarian roots.
Really? Where abroad?
All over. France, England, South America, North America. I love to travel.
I can see that. What about your family?
So tell me about your family.
The Von Glovers? We are not nearly as old a line as the Ritters, I'm afraid.
Do you have a wife? Children?
Good God, no.
You sound like someone else I know.
I've been picking up on certain similarities between us. Do you have relatives? How fares the Ritter family tree?
I'm the last.
I too. I suppose all trees eventually stop bearing fruit.
Alright, so what brought you to Munich?
How'd you end up here?
My circumstances were probably not much different than your own. I wanted to return to the land of my ancestors, and so I did. Which reminds me, you were going to tell me how the Ritter family ended up in America.
My grandfather. He left the family and went to New Orleans.
But you chose to return to the family. Why?
If you want to know the truth, I didn't have a hell of a lot of choice.
Yes. I understand.
Tell me about the club.
Tell me about the club.
I'd prefer it if you formed your own opinions. To be perfectly frank, I could use a fresh perspective. That's one reason why I invited you to join us.
Okay. Fresh perspective, huh?
How about telling me about the other club members?
Ah, my select few. You find them valuable friends once you get to know them.
Did most of them come to the club through you?
For the most part. Though occasionally, fate throws one into my lap.
I'm getting weird vibes with this guy. Yeah, what about any of the other members?
All of the men at the club are from wealthy German families, I gather.
Yes, but it's not quite that simple. I am a believer in self-determination. Each man at the club must also be personally accomplished and gifted.
Really?
Absolutely. For example, von Eigner owns one of Germany's biggest meat butchering plants, and he runs an elite private brewery. It's true he inherited the business, but he's expanded it a great deal.
A butchery? Huh. And the others?
Price is recognized as one of the best trial lawyers in Germany. He seems pleasant enough in person, but you would be surprised how vicious he can be in a courtroom.
And Henneman?
Is with the government. He has a prominent position and is an acknowledged contender for higher office.
Really? How high?
There have been newspaper reports that predicted the highest.
That would be convenient for his friends, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Such men are an asset to everyone who knows them.
And Baron von Zell?
Von Zell's family owned the majority of stock of one of Munich's oldest banks.
Oh.
In his own personal accomplishments?
Gar is a quite promising young man. He was always top of his class, the best at anything he did.
I keep picking up a past tense here.
You haven't seen him at his best. He's going through a rough spot lately, I'm afraid.
Can you tell me about the basement?
There's something about the club I don't quite understand.
Yes?
I get the feeling you're not your average, ordinary hunting club.
No?
Well, that room in the basement, for instance.
I gather you've been exploring.
Well, the door was open.
It doesn't matter. You are right. Yes. The Königlich Bayerische Hofjagdloge is more than just a hunting club.
It's a way of life.
We share certain philosophical beliefs as well.
Oh. Alright. Well, what is this philosophy of yours?
I'm curious about these philosophical beliefs of yours. Can I talk you into enlighten me?
Are you really interested?
Yes.
I'm glad. You seem to be the sort of man who would appreciate our way of thinking. The men at the club and I, it is our desire to reconnect with our true physical nature.
Go on.
Think of it this way. What makes man different from any other species on this planet? Civilization, of course. Oh, it's not a bad thing, human society. But it has come at a terrible price. Through civilization, man has lost his physical self, his sensory power, his instinct, if you will. He became fat and lazy, a dulled, rusted blade.
And those are my good days.
Picture a beast in the woods. It is alert. It smells. It sees. It feels everything around it. It can tell where some other animal has passed days before, where food is to be found. It can sense danger. You put civilized man in the woods, and he's comparably deaf, dumb, and blind.
I hear you, but isn't some of that related to physical makeup? Our senses of smell and hearing aren't as sharp as those of wolves, for example.
That's just it. Surely men once had those abilities. As generations of city dwellers failed to use their most acute senses, genetically they started to fall away, the way limbs wither when not exercised. I believe we can hold this degeneration, and not only hold it, but recover that which was lost.
It's an interesting concept. Do you have any proof that such powers are recoverable?
Proof? I felt things myself. Keener hearing, sharper smells, but documentable proof? That is harder. To what extent we can recover these primal abilities, and what some of those abilities might prove to be, that is what we still struggle to find out.
You're very convincing, Friedrich. There's no doubt that the potential is fascinating.
Alright, anything more about the philosophy?
How does one go about trying to get back in touch with one's physical self? Does it have something to do with hunting?
You are right. That's part of it, yes. Man is, or was, a predator. But unfortunately, he was too smart for his own good. He figured out how to raise his prey in pens. Hunting helps us get back in touch with our predator soul.
Do you? Get back in touch with your predator soul?
Some of us have been more successful at tapping into that than others.
Anything else?
So how has this philosophy affected the men in the club?
The men at the club are all excellent specimens who have used the philosophy to increase their success and power.
So your woods becomes corporate headquarters, your prey the competition.
Some of the technique can be applied, yes. When the senses are primed, one can pick up all sort of feedback that is normally lost in the haze.
Speaking hypothetically, do you think it would be possible to take this philosophy too far?
Funny that should occur to you so quickly. It hadn't occurred to me for the longest time. I hope not.
I see. Well, I think I have one more thing to ask you. What do you know about the Black Wolf?
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
Gunther! Würden Sie das bitte reinigen?
You barely got me.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Danke. I feel so clumsy. Danke, Gunther. What was it you asked again?
The Black Wolf.
I asked if you'd ever heard of the Black Wolf.
Of course, you did. I suppose you just startled me. These killings in the papers, they've really got me derailed.
Any particular reason?
People getting slaughtered. Children. In broad daylight. Nature can seem cruel, but it is orderly. It does not waste or torture. Not like this. And with the club espousing what we do, Our philosophy does not support this kind of thing.
I'm sure that's true.
I apologize. It's just... I'm concerned.
Concerned?
That we are not put in the best of light under these circumstances. To promote hunting when these atrocities in the papers. You must understand. The nature I promote is not a murderer. When a healthy beast kills, it takes only what it needs to survive, and it does so respectfully. It is only the man who is capable of such a pointless slaughter. I'll be glad when this has passed. I'm sure the other men feel the same way.
Well, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Yeah, it's obvious that you know something and shit, so you know what? I'm getting out of here. See you later.
Well, I hate to say it, but I should go.
It's been a rare pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
I've been
ever...
kind of isolated over here myself.
Get out of here with your fucking...
I'll see you at the club tonight, won't I?
Fucking cumberbatch looking ass.
And perhaps you'd like to come over for a drink after that? It'll give us a chance to talk some more about the others.
I'd like that. Thanks.
I have a feeling this guy's the fucking werewolf. Just everything about him just screams. Look. Just look at him. He's just like, yes. Nah. Anyway. I think we should head into Marion Flats and save it. Save right here. Flats. And we'll pick it up for next week. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Get them. There we go. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Make sure to check out the YouTube channel where I will upload this stream by tonight. And tune in for tomorrow for a special Halloween stream. As always, I'm Gert Ziegler, and I'll see you all later. Have a good night.